So today I would like to explain the experiment belongs to conductometry related to the syllabus of the TYBSc Physical Chemistry. The aim of the experiment is to determine the amount of HCl and acetic acid in a mixture by conductometric titration with sodium hydroxide solution. We have to determine the amount of HCl and acetic acid in a mixture by conductometric titration with sodium hydroxide solution. So what are the requirements of this experiment? Let us see. Now you are supplied with this 0.1 normal NaOH solution. So you can see this is the NaOH solution, this is the burette solution. We have to fill the burette with the help of the NaOH solution. Then you are given a given solution, acid mixture. Okay, acid mixture is given here. We have to dilute this acid solution, acid mixture solution. So later on we will do this. Then we require a succinic acid solution. So already I have prepared 0.1 normal of the succinic acid solution. What is the use of this succinic acid solution? This succinic acid solution can be used for standardization of this 0.1 normal NaOH solution. Why we standardize this solution? Because we want to determine the exact normality of sodium hydroxide solution. Okay. So we are going to standardize this sodium hydroxide solution. Okay. So let us do this part first. Let us standardize the sodium hydroxide solution. In a burette already the sodium hydroxide solution it is filled here. Sodium hydroxide solution it is taken here. Now in a conical flask I would like to take 10 ml of the succinic acid solution. In a conical flask I would like to take 10 ml of the succinic acid solution. So let us take 10 ml of the succinic acid solution with the help of this 10 ml pipette. So let us take 10 ml of the succinic acid solution. So I am taking now 10 ml of the succinic acid solution for the standardization of the sodium hydroxide solution. So in a conical flask I have added the 10 ml of the succinic acid solution. Now the indicator it is phenolphthalein indicator. Phenolphthalein indicator. So let us add the phenolphthalein indicator into this. Two or three drops of the phenolphthalein indicator. And let us titrate this with sodium hydroxide solution from the burette. Let us see what reading we are getting here. Sodium hydroxide solution from the burette. So we are titrating succinic acid solution with sodium hydroxide solution. You can see here the color change will be colorless to pink. Color change will be colorless to pink. So you can see here it is actually permanent pink color, dark color. Okay. So the end point of the titration it is around 9.8 ml. So the burette solution volume of the sodium hydroxide required to neutralize the succinic acid solution it is 9.8 ml. So this is the standardization reading 9.8 ml. Okay. Now let us perform the conductometric titration. So first of all, fill the burette once again with sodium hydroxide solution. Fill the burette once again with sodium hydroxide solution. Sodium hydroxide solution. Now first let us dilute this given acid mixture solution with the help of the distilled water. So I am diluting now this given acid mixture solution. This acid mixture solution contain hydrochloric acid, that is a strong acid, and acetic acid, that is a weak acid. It is a mixture of hydrochloric acid, that is a strong acid, and acetic acid, that is a weak acid. And we have to determine the amount of HCl present in this given acid mixture and amount of acetic acid present in this given acid mixture. So dilution process is completed. Now let us shake this solution. Let us mix up this solution. Okay. So given acid mixture is diluted here. Now we have to take 10 ml of this diluted solution for the titration. 10 ml of the diluted solution in the beaker. So let us take 10 ml of the diluted solution in the beaker. Okay. 10 ml of diluted solution here in this beaker. So I have taken 10 ml of the diluted acid mixture solution in the beaker. So I am going to add 1 test tube of the distilled water in this beaker. So let us going to add 1 test tube of the distilled water. Now we are going to measure the conductance of this solution. So you can see here the instrument conductometer. This is a conductometer. Okay. So first of all, I would like to standardize the conductometer. Now on the right hand side, we are going to take the readings here. So at 2 millimoles, we are going to standardize the solution. The digital display should show the reading 1.000. Now it is 1.003. Just reduce it. So it should be 1.000. Okay. So it is now in the standard condition 1.000. Now the instrument, it is now in the standard condition. You can see here 1.000. Okay. So this instrument is ready for the reading now. Okay. So let us take the readings on the 20 millimoles here, and this should be off now. So this instrument is ready for the reading. We are going to measure the conductance. Let us connect this conductivity cell to the, first of all, in this given acid mixture solution, dip this conductivity cell. Dip this conductivity cell and connect it to the instrument conductometer. We are going to measure the conductance of the solution. So I am connecting the conductivity cell. So with the help of this conductivity cell, we can measure the EMF, we can measure the conductance of the solution. So let us see now the titration of acid mixture with sodium hydroxide solution. We have taken 10 ml of the acid mixture into this beaker. Then 1 test tube of the distilled water is added here, and with the help of the stirrer I have shake the solution, and conductivity cell is inserted into this solution. That conductivity cell is already connected to this conductometer, and the conductometer shows the conductance. So the first reading, that is without addition of NaOH, it is 18.32. Without addition of NaOH, that is 18.32. So let us write this reading, that is 0 reading. 18.32, that is the conductance of the given diluted acid mixture solution. Now let us going to do the titration here. So let us add the sodium hydroxide solution from the burette. So first of all, I would like to add 0.5 cm cube, 0.5 ml of sodium hydroxide solution. We are titrating the acid mixture with this acid mixture solution. So let us see, the conductance becomes decreases. So for 0.5 ml of NaOH which is added here, conductance it is 17.17. Okay. Once again, let us add the 0.5 ml of NaOH from the burette. Okay. Shake the solution. Conductance becomes decreases here. So now for 1.0 ml volume of NaOH, the corresponding reading it is 15.81. So it is 15.81 here. So in this way we have to add the NaOH solution into this acid mixture solution. So initially the conductance goes on decreasing because the hydrogen ion, the hydrochloric acid of this acid mixture going to react with NaOH, neutralization reaction is taking place. So concentration of hydrogen ion goes on decreasing, that's why conductance goes on decreasing. Okay. So we have to continue the addition of the 0.5 ml till the conductance goes on decreasing. Okay, conductance goes on decreasing. So we have taken number of the readings. Okay, we measure the conductance of the solution. So we are adding 0.5 ml of NaOH from the burette. So up to the volume 8.0, conductance is steadily going to be decreases. You can see here, conductance is steadily goes on decreasing, and when I have added the volume 8.5, conductance it is now increases 4.33. So what is the meaning of this? Up to 8.0, in the acid mixture, hydrogen ions are completely reacted with the OH minus ion. That reaction will be completed. Now, when we are adding the NaOH from the burette, acetic acid is going to react with sodium hydroxide, and there is a formation of sodium acetate. Now that sodium acetate solution shows the conductance here, and conductance of the sodium acetate becomes less. Okay, so that's why steadily the conductance goes on increasing. So I would like to continue the reading now here, adding once again the 0.5 ml of NaOH from the burette. So let us see what is the reading is here. Now conductance is going to be increasing. Okay, so you can see the conductance it is 4.39 for 9.0 volume. It is 4.39. Let us add once again the 0.5 ml of NaOH from the burette. conductance it is increases here. It is around 4.48. So for 9.5 the conductance it is 4.48. Once again let us add 0.5 ml of the NaOH from the burette. So this is the reading for 10.0 volume of NaOH. It is 4.56. So in this way conductance is going to be steadily increasing. When acetic acid is completely react with NaOH, then later on the conductance increases more and more. Okay. So thus we have taken nearly about 30 readings here. Up to 15.5 we have added the NaOH solution. From the readings it is seen that first of all the conductance will be decreases initially, later on it will be increases steadily, and after some time it is increases rapidly. So we are getting in this experiment the two equivalence point. First of all HCl is reacted with NaOH, then acetic acid is reacted with NaOH. So from this experiment we have to determine the two equivalence point. First equivalence point it is corresponds to the volume of HCl, and second equivalence point it is corresponds to the volume of acetic acid. Okay, and in this experiment we are going to plot the graph of conductance versus the volume of NaOH added. Conductance it is taken onto the y-axis and volume of NaOH added it is taken on the x-axis, and from the graph we have to determine the amount of the HCl present in the given solution from first equivalence point, and from the second equivalence point we have to determine the amount of the acetic acid present in the given solution. Thus in conductometric experiment we measure the conductance of the solution with the help of the conductometer, conductivity cell, the burette solution it is 0.1 normal NaOH solution. Previously we standardized this sodium hydroxide solution. The purpose of the standardization is that to find out the exact normality of the sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, so in this way we perform this experiment, and the name of the experiment it is conductometry.